Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Kingdom of France series. We're playing as King Philip II. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our war with the English and having our own Battle of Agincourt. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like. Subscribe if you're here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series thus far and where you would like me to expand and conquer. If you don't like me or Total or Attila, feel free to leave a dislike. I don't care. Coward. I'm joking. Right, do whatever you want. You're going to do whatever you want anyway. Let's play some Total War here today. So, in the last episode, we managed to throw back the county of Toulouse. Their territory is probably quite undefended. But before we go against them, I've sent General Simmel, to deal with the English-occupied territory of Bordeaux. So he's currently sieging that one out. What? King John's there? No way. Are you fucking serious? Why is King John there? Oh, alright. 4 units of spears, billmen, longbowmen as well. Alright, let's try and siege him out then. And we'll deal with Toulouse and Montpellier. Up in the north we have King Philip and Matthew. Family tree-wise, I have my bastard son. I've got my daughter. He'll probably marry her to Simon, because he's turning out to be quite the formidable commander. I've made a marriage alliance with the Kingdom of Spain, so we'll be able to combine our houses and technically have a claim to their territory if we ever need to press it. Trade-wise, we can't really because we just haven't got that many resources, but regardless, King William has pushed into Norman territory. Let's throw back the dog. Right, so let's push my reinforcing army up here with Matthew.
We cannot do that.
How close can we get him? That's fine. And we'll push in with the French king here now. And it looks like the English are gonna stand and fight. Wowee, so 3,700 against 2,700 English. It is currently pissing down with rain. They have 2 units of heavy English foot knights, sergeants. This is probably not too sort of historically accurate here on the border here, because isn't Agincourt somewhere around here anyway? It must be, but regardless, we need to do a hard save just in case the game crashes, and let's fight this one in the field. So longbows wise, they're of course going to have supremacy. Infantry wise, I'd probably say they have the advantage of us. What we have instead is a lot of French heavy cavalry here. We've got 8 units to their 4. We outnumbered them 2 to 1. So we should be able to do some really nice hammer and anvil strikes around them and hold and pin them down. The Battle of Normandy, 1213 AD. The Battle of Agincourt we're going to be having here today. Especially if we sort of like funnel them down. Or they, yeah. I guess we're the bad guys in this, aren't we? So we get funneled down that way. So we can sort of funnel them down. Vice versa, that'd be good. Okay guys, welcome to the battlefield. Rightio, so it's dry, we'll start the deployment on that. Okay, so let's see what we're working with. So a lot of tree line and there's a lot of like hills and stuff there. Okay, so they're further back actually in the open, which is interesting. So they're going to sit back there like that. Okay, so what we want to do is for now sit back, relax, and wait for our reinforcements to come, because we have numerical supremacy on them. So why would we rush them when we don't need to? I might actually make some squadrons here, because these heavier shock are actually better than the melee. So actually I want you to be this way because I don't want you to go down into the dip too much. And we'll posture you guys quite bold out here on the flank. Okay, let's just start and see how the enemy reacts. My reinforcements are coming in from the far right, and they don't seem to be moving for now. So this is our first battle here today with the French king. Heavy cavalry on the left and right flank, of course. Us holding the tree line for now. Our units look fantastic. Archers in the clearing here, of course. And let's have a look at the man himself, King Philip soon to be the prominent monarch in Europe, the descendant of Charlemagne himself, ready to carve up Europe. Okay, so they seem to be moving a little bit, and my reinforcements here with Matthew have arrived. I could have very well potentially brought in my son to command this army. We could do that in the future, but I don't want to risk my son and heir and children if I don't have to. Okay, so these are quite trash tier, those units, so we'll try and rejig that a bit. Get everyone here but cavalry. So if you can just sort of come centrally a bit here. And what we'll do is we'll, once they come in a bit closer, we'll make a nice strong long front line and we'll try and push out. So here are the English. Longbow, they're going to have range on us. So what we want to try and do is try and pin down as much infantry as we can. Make them fight us in close hand-to-hand combat. Don't allow them to skirmish us from a back and really push for them. But the thing is, right, we've actually got the French king under siege in Bordeaux. He's having a nice little holiday home while his forces are invading the north. Foolish kid. Alright. Let's speed things up slightly. We'll wait for this infantry to pull up. And then we'll pull out and move everyone up. Crossbows can come up there for now. Because what I'll do is I'll make these guys... because I'm not very confident in these light spears like flanking. Maybe what I should do is make a second tier line in the center, then have a couple of these guys on the flanks. Oh, they seem to be moving now anyway. Not by much, they're just posturing. Pushing into the clearing is probably our best bet. We'll wait for these additional reinforcements to get their ground, and then we'll make our front line a bit better. But what I would be doing is I would have rushed us probably. But to be fair, it nearly favours us fighting in the forest. Slightly in our favour. You will lose if the timer runs out. We've got 1,000 men on them. Right, everyone's here now. So let's make our front line. So what we'll do is we'll basically grab that. And that's their border bit there. So let's go, let's make a line like that. Pull that there. Because I reckon if we push up like this, if I'm not mistaken, I reckon they're going to rush us. Because the AI tends to do that a bit in this mod. So make sure archers are in the clearing. Crossbows can go here. Generals can go here as well. And then cavalry can go like that. And then these guys... yeah, nearly not just grab that ground there. So I think we'll go with something like that. Rightio, men. You know what to do. Move out. And if they still continue to hold and maintain their position, we'll just go up another 500 yards. But now that's how I want the army to fight. Oh, we've got a spare unit of spears there. Alright, we'll take it slow then. We're in no real rush. Keep going up then. Or keep moving up incrementally until they push, I guess. Alright, still slowly but surely moving up into position. We might just have to charge out in a sec. Because we don't want to piss around too long. They're pulling back. Push that then. I reckon we can hit someone there. Yeah, push that way. Yeah, let's give them a run. I reckon we can hit them. Send the melee to shield. Send the cavalry there. They've exposed some of their longbows. And now they're pushing. Yeah, there we go. This is what we wanted. So we're 3 rungs deep and then an archer line. So get the shock around the back while the melee shield. They might just try and pierce us through there. Get around the back and go for the general. Go for this. Pull back here. Bait that into the front line, please. How the hell they got us there? Quick. Alright. bait it in. Go back, go back, go back, 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 back. Go that way. I don't know why their reaction is so slow there, but we've outrun them there. Pull back that way. Let's go into the back of this. Okay, they're trying to flank me there, which is fine. Right, surround and get that. You go for this. Yeah, they're just trying to wrap around me there. Send 2 units of spears up there to counter. Okay, so we're fighting that. That's fine. We've caught their longbows here somehow. Push spearmen up here. Crikey, so we've got them. What the hell is this fight, man? Right, pull into that. This is whack. Right, go for that. Ah, so micro heavy. Right, there we go. So this is what we want to see. So the English have made the decision to push us here. And they're hitting our front line as well. They're just trying to break through on this flank, which, to be honest, isn't that much of a bad play. I might send Matthew up there just to help and pin them down a bit. Right, cavalry hitting these is like perfect. Right, you need to be swinging down here to help. Okay. So there's a 2-on-1 situation here. That doesn't need to be happening. They're actually breaking my front line there. Right, send the general there and a unit of spears. But everyone else can swing this way. Come around the back of that, please. That can stop. That's actually not bad, because they're actually fighting them alright. Okay, so what we want to do with you is pin that down and flank. Yeah, try and pin this general down. Okay, so the thing is, right, sometimes if you have cavalry or skirmisher supremacy, if you sort of push out and try and look like to wrap around them, sometimes the AI pushes. Right, that's fine there. This is turning into a perfect nightmare for them. Yep, now everyone make your way down this front line. Hit the guys that are routing. You can nearly get around that. Right, push for this as well. Actually, just come down and surround it. That bodyguard. Nah, push there. You should have enough to make do. Alright, push there. Oh, yeah, they actually have broken that. That's interesting. Right, let's try and plug up these front lines then. That cavalry's come around the back there. Push back here. So once we deal with this army, we should theoretically be able to get that objective, which is hold off the English for 5 turns, I believe it is. Alright, let's push into the back of this. For King Philip, for France, for the little village of Agincourt. There we go, perfect. That's what we want. If that doesn't cause a massive crush, I'd be blown away. Alright, let's get into the back of them, boys. Yes! They're still holding out alright. Okay, you go into the back of that. Perfect. Right, you go into this. Maybe go down there. Alright, run into the back of that. Phew! Okay, we want to try and run down as many of them as possible. Because they do border with Flanders. So, we don't particularly want stupid, sexy Flanders to get pissed off when we break into his yard, basically. Alright. Push up there to help. What was it, 38 before? God, they're actually fighting super hard there. Maybe send a unit of swordsmen down to help. Alright, looks like a lot of them are in full retreat. And Seaning's got a spare cavalry unit sitting back. There's no reason why we can't bring in good old King Philip. Alrighty. Yep, we got victory. We have victory here today. Excellent. Alright. Make sure a unit of cavalry's running down someone. Good. Yeah, as soon as you got that general surrounded, just go right after him. Phew. How many men do we lose? About 500 or so, 400 closer probably too. You can go further back that way if you can. Alrighty. Bowman can be run down there. Go push into this. Oh, that's good. That can go there. Oh, phew. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, there's only a couple more remaining stragglers here now. So overall, what broke? Some of the lighter units. Because these light spears are trash. Alright. Go after this. They are garbage. Alright. What is this? Just one unit? Yeah. Let's allow the king to run down that one lonely boy. Poor bastard. Yep, decisive victory. Perfect. 3,780. We lost 416. William deployed 2,770 and lost 2,665 English lives. Now, with the failing of the English invasion of Normandy and France, what will happen is that the Barons' Alliance, a rebellion, will erupt over the Channel. So potentially, that is something we need to take advantage of. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Okay, let's... yeah, I guess we take on warriors. Oh, they're going to flee back in there. That's a shame. Look, I'm sorry, Flanders, but I'm going to have to piss you off a little bit here. I wish you could, like, I wish there was some sort of mechanic where you could say, okay, we want to trespass to run down enemy that fleed into your territory, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it makes it a bit more balanced, because the only reason you would be pushing into neutral territory to run down the enemy is if you're a little bit war hungry, which is the whole point of this game. I don't really think an economical play style works in Total War that much. Role playing, yeah, but for pure conquest, I don't think so. Alrighty then, guys, we've thrown back the English there, and we still can't take Bordeaux just yet. We are hemorrhaging cash now. I don't think that's going to improve this next turn. So can you get out of this, right? This fortified stance, because you got movement. Because what I'll do is I'll bring in these better quality guys, and we'll bring out this rabble if we can. Because how much are they costing? Only 60. I don't think it's going to work, because they cost 3 times as much. Maybe just getting the crossbows out. 290, so that only just gets us there. Yeah, because we've got a lot of pestilence and plague going on. That's alright. I'm sure we've got some unassigned skills. We do. Philip, cunning. We want to go down the motivator and tactician. Governor Robert can go down with a taxation boost. Governor Guillaume. I should have seen what his sort of renowned thing was. General. Whoa! +6 morale in defending. That's a pretty good trait. And we'll go with steady there for them. Alrighty, cool. Let's end the turn and continue. Because I want to see if there's any scripts that pop up. Because I reckon there might be. Oh, they want peace. King John wants peace. We're about to have King John's head on a fucking pike in a minute. So I don't know why we would accept that. Hey, oh, here we go. Mission succeeded. The invasion of Normandy. The English have attacked, yes, we know that. But if we can hold them off, which we did, then mass unrest will ensue the English lands, forcing an armistice. Ensure that the region of Normandy doesn't fall. Yep, so we get a nice little buff there. 10 integrity, 10 morale replenishment. And they do plan to have a lot of these scripts working for a lot of the major factions. Obviously, France and England are the ones you guys have only really seen so far. Oh, wow! God, look at this! This is awesome! Defeat of the English. English nobles exacerbated by the incompetence of their king, and his failure in France have risen up in England against his rule. Wow, okay. Now, maybe the best chance to strike at the throat of the Kingdom of England. But with the ongoing crusade in the south and the crusade for Cairo in the Far East to worry about, perhaps it would be wise to negotiate peace and consolidate your position. To arms. We shall cross the English Channel and bring the fight to their lands. Make peace with England for now. There is no need for further bloodshed between us, especially when our armies may be tied up elsewhere. So that's quite interesting. If you focused on being sort of a French Catholic sort of religious zealot, if you really wanted to focus on the Crusades. I didn't really touch on that too much. I'm not going on crusade. We're at war with Toulouse, potentially Flanders. It was the Holy Roman Empire, so sending a full stack to Cairo just isn't applicable for us. So to arms, we shall cross the Channel now. And looking at this, we might just get a little bit more siege equipment. We might need another army down there to sort of help that one out. Alrighty, so unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Oh, here we go. The English Pretenders. Yeah, look at that. Oh, God. The T-pose striking fear into the citizens of London. That's crack up. And there's also a script as well that we can ally with them whenever that comes up. So we'll siege out Bordeaux. We might even just hold Toulouse and Montpellier, and then we'll send an army over. We'll do that in the next episode. So the English will fear the crossing of the French across the Channel in the next one. Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Kingdom of France series. We're playing as King Philip II. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing our war with the English. If you're around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Because he's turning out to be quite the formidable commander. I've made a marriage alliance. 2,700 English. It is currently pissing down with rain. They have 2 units of heavy English foot knights, sergeants. This is probably not